YouTube, good morning. What's good? Wanted to get on here, make a video this morning. Getting ready to head into work for the day, and just dealing with, I'm in a good space, but just dealing with trials and tribulations of, free will versus God's will, or God's will versus free will. And it's crazy because, the Most High gave us free will, right? So it's like just battling with that still is something that I need to deal with. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I know it's weird, but like, and I made a video about this a few months ago, like my flesh warring against me in different ways. So like one of the other ways my flesh was warring against my spirit is with getting tattoos, getting tatted. And I'm sure that there's probably a lot of controversial things regarding, getting tattoos when it comes to Christianity and like the Bible and stuff like that. But, that's a whole other thing there, along with, smoking weed, along with fornication and all of that my flesh has been warned against me as. But it's also a thing where it's like, I have control of that, where it's like, nah, I'm gonna wait. I have enough ink on my body, right now. But like, there's certain things that I would like to get done, and then once I'm good with it, then I'm good. Now I say that, right? But what's so crazy about getting tattooed, and most that have tattoos will know this, as soon as you get tattooed, you want to get more. So like, that's a thing now that I'm older. I understand, whoa, your flesh is gonna want that. Your flesh, for some reason, as some people don't because they hurt, but as much as they hurt, it's like your flesh is gonna want more of the artwork, which is weird. It's very weird. Just like, they say smoke is not good for you, right? But your flesh still wants to smoke once you're used to smoking and getting high. Same thing with sex, but sex is a whole different thing because sex feels really good. But, what was it? He who, fornicates sins against his own body, right? Without marriage, right? So, I mean, I didn't know that, but like I said, and that's why I still say to this day I might fall short, because it's hard out here. It's hard out here, man. But we got to stay prayed up. I'm just trying to take it one day at a time with this journey, with this channel. Took like I always say, I did take 2 days off this time, though. But I took the time to kind of just edit, or like kind of monetize the channel, set things up so, you guys could have a better flow with these videos, and one video can connect to the other, and you guys can see the rest of my content. I didn't really go into my YouTube and really edit before, so I did take the time to modify the channel and everything like that. But this week and next week, I plan on working a lot of extra hours, even though my physical body, like, I don't know, like I don't want to say I'm tired. I don't want to put that in my mindset, but I also have to just make sure that I'm getting enough sleep at night, because I'm up. My body's wired from working out, from monk mode, obviously. But yeah, so, basically the general census of this is free will and God's will. And it's like, you're just going to see a lot of people out here, most people just doing free will, right? But I mean, from just my situations in life, it's like I can't mess with it anymore. Like, I'm trying my best to follow God's will, and I actually am on that path. But that's where the trials and tribulations come from. That's where the challenge comes from, of battling with your free will. And you have the option to follow your free will, but within my case, every time I kept following my free will, the Most High kept pulling me right back on to whatever path and journey I was supposed to be on. So it's crazy. But like, yeah, I'd rather be on this righteous path. That's why it's like, yo, as much as I want to get tatted, it's like, look, if the Most High is saying like, nah, you can't get, maybe he's not saying I can't get tatted later, right? But he's saying right now, I can't, I'm not getting tatted anytime soon. And a part of me is like, all right, maybe when I get to a better position in my life financially and I've taken care of everything that I need to take care of, I can get tatted. Mind you, the tats that I want to get are religious tats. Not, I don't know if, I'm not gonna say that makes a difference, but those are the tats that, most of my stuff would be religious. Like most of my stuff would be related to music, and God before, when I was in a dark place. So it's like, to me too, like this vessel isn't mine, so, but that's a double-edged sword, it's like the vessel's not yours. So it's like, you want to obey as best as possible as well. But when it comes to free will, people were like, nah, this is my life, my body, I could do whatever I want. And then if there's like, if things ain't moving smoothly in this person's life, they're not realizing these are the little things. I'm not saying that getting a tattoo is gonna, make your life miserable or whatever, but I'm just saying, if we continue to operate in sin willingly, knowing that, and we just ignoring our conscience with things, don't feel no type of way if things aren't flowing for you in a smooth way in life, because what your conscience is telling you and you're ignoring it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just a battle between free will. It's not a battle. I guess it comes down to free will versus God's will, and spirit versus the flesh, and that's really what it is. But, for sure, I'd rather be rejoiced within the spirit, as much as, like I said, I love my tats and everything like that. I'm normally wearing clothing and all of that. It's not a necessity. I don't need more ink. But as you guys can hear what I'm saying in this video, like that's one of the main things my flesh is like warring against right now, is wanting to get more tattoos, wanting to get more ink on my body. And I've got to battle that. Because that's not a I don't want to say I have a spirit that I'm fighting off from, but it's just a battle of my flesh. Same thing, I had to battle my flesh, or have to battle my flesh when lust comes up, or when I want to smoke again, So it's like, I'm sure other people are dealing with their own battles, things that they're probably hooked to or addicted or liked or to indulge in, and you're trying to just kind of shake the habit or figure it out, because once you get into a routine, or you feel like these things are normal, it's hard to pull out of it. It's hard to pull out of that routine, and you may need to, you're going to have to, in order to build yourself up spiritually. There's no other way you can do it. But it's complicated to explain. It's really mostly felt because it's a spiritual thing. So, but wanted to make a video this morning. It's Tuesday. I'm going to try to get some more videos up this week, depending on my work schedule, but I'm working a lot. But you guys know I always try to make sure I get something up, and I'll be checking in later. If you haven't, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be on this later. All right, peace, love y'all.